He said, damn, I never looked at it like that. Never realized I inspired so many sixth graders to do lean. Like,
what you thought?
How the way that my brain interprets the man that inspires an entire generation to do something and then isn't man enough to tell that same generation that he no longer does it.
That's heavy.
The way that I interpret that kind of man, that's not a man. Why do I want to talk to Future? Why would I want to interview Future? I don't respect you as a man, nigga. I just like your tunes. It's a lot of that going on. A lot of you niggas make great tunes and y'all are trash humans. I ain't got to sit and talk to you. So now all of a sudden Future don't fuck with Joe Budden and my bitch is bad because Future wanted to do an interview on the Joe Budden podcast and Joe Budden didn't want to do it. What other reason could Future not like Joe Budden?
What's going on, everybody? It's Jay Coffee Talk back again with another video for you guys. So you guys heard that audio there. That was Joe Budden speaking on Future. Let me give you guys the rundown on this. But before I give you the rundown, let me just say on my channel before it was terminated, I don't know if y'all heard it or not, I always speak out, and I have on a couple videos on this channel against opiates, you know, anyone doing them or thinking of doing them. Just stay away from that shit. It's really bad. You don't want to get into that kind of addiction. It'll take your life over. And a lot of people don't realize that lean, the codeine, syrup, all that shit, it's all opiates. You know what I mean? It's in the same class as heroin. But let's get back into this rundown, what's going on with Joe Budden and Future here. So what happened is, you know, Future's 7th album, The Wizard, just dropped. And word's been going around that Future quit lean, but he's been hush about it, you know? So what they were talking about there is Future, in an interview, he stated how he doesn't really want to put it out there that he quit lean because he doesn't want to be categorized that his music has changed. You know what I'm saying? Like, people would be like, oh, look, now when he put the lean down, it's different. You know, this album and on is different. And that does, in fairness, that does happen with artists sometimes. You know, they'll say, oh, ever since this happened, blah, blah, blah. They're not the same. You remember when Jay-Z was like, you want my old stuff, buy my old album. Like, I'm growing, I'm maturing. And that's what they were saying there is Future, people are talking like, oh, you can hear through his music, he matured. But Joe Budden is saying, nah, he ain't matured. He's not even a man. He inspired all these kids to do lean. Now he quits lean and he don't want to tell them that he did. I don't respect that. He's not a man to me. And what they were speaking about there about an artist that he inspired, you'll see popping up on the screen some, you know, words from an interview that he did there, a paragraph. He did a collaboration with Juice WRLD. And Juice WRLD, who's only 20, told him that a few years back he inspired him to do lean. And Future was like, oh, man, now that he's clean, he's like, man, wow, I inspired, oh, my God, all these kids I could inspire to do lean. And he said before, if he was using, he might have been like, oh, that was cool. You was drinking too. But I mean, dude, that's not good. I don't know. Even if you were getting high, I don't know how you could have that mentality that, oh, it's good that they're drinking lean too. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, this shit is like the devil, opiates. You don't want to get into that. But anyways, what ended up happening is prior to this, Joe Budden, you know, Future wanted to get on the album, on the podcast to promote the new album that was dropping. And Joe Budden, for this reason, because he knew of this, said, I don't want to interview that man. Well, now Future has gone on to say some things about Joe Budden, talking about his girl, as you heard Joe say, and just, you know, taking little shots at him. And Joe saying this is why. So it's kind of like a little beef going on, guys. But I don't know, guys. Get in the comments. Let me know what you think about this. This just Joe and Future going at each other. What do you think about Future keeping it on the low about quitting lean? Do you agree with that it'll categorize his music in a certain way? Do you think it's wrong? Do you think he's less of a man, like Joe Budden said? Like me personally, I agree with Joe. I'm not going to say Future isn't a man at all, but I'm going to say put it out there. You quit lean, man. You inspired the kids to do it. Now inspire the kids to put it down, you know, correct that mistake, even it out. I mean, it doesn't even it out, but you know what I mean? It somewhat helps weigh things out. So I don't know. That's my take on it, but I look forward to hearing your guys' take on it in the comments. So get up in the comments and let me know what y'all think. As always, need to hear your input. So hit that like and subscribe, guys, and don't forget to hit the bell so you get the notifications to my video. It's J Coffee Talk signing out. Peace.